Hi everyone, and thanks once more for joining our webinar. Our latest Travel Bulletin webinar of 2023. Today is focused on city breaks. Short break bookings are definitely on the increase again. Talking to people over the last few months, it's been a massive growth area where people are again taking more than one holiday, and they are doing so all over the world. So we are delighted to say we're joined by four great partners today who are keen to develop a stronger relationship work-wise with all of the agents out there. So let's meet them. Firstly, let's say hello to Katerina, the Project and Trade Manager for the Czech Tourist Authority. Lovely to meet you, Katerina. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm all right. Hello, everyone. Very nice to virtually see you. And yeah, excited to tell you more about the Czech Republic news.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to that, Katerina. Our second presenter today is Elsa, the inbound market manager for Lithuania Travel. Nice to see you, Elsa.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all virtually this time, hopefully live in Lithuania.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, you'll hopefully encourage them all to come and visit you.
For sure. That's the plan.
Okay, that's great. Okay, well, we'll be hearing more from you shortly. Our third presenter of the afternoon is Paul Molyneux, the National Sales Manager for Jetset Holidays. Great to see you, Paul.
Hello, Simon. You all right?
Yes,
it's like
I'm very
the Eurovision
well.
Song Contest, mate.
Let's just hope you get more than nil points today.
Okay,
then.
mate. Yes, thank you.
Each of our presenters will be coming back to you shortly. Our final presenter for today is Magdalena, the key account manager for Krakow and Malopolska tourist organization. Hello again, Magdalena. Okay. Right. Can I... Magdalena is obviously having a technical issue. Magdalena, there you are. Can you unmute your sound, Magdalena?
Oh,
that's it. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you, and I'm very happy to be with you today.
Thank you. Wonderful.
But still.
Absolutely. We're there and we're getting there. So just to run through how things are going to work today, thank you. Each of our presenters today will deliver a live 10-minute presentation. We want you to ask questions, but we want you to ask them after the presentation has been done. So please use our Q&A function as always. When you put your question in there, I will make a note of it. I'll store it here. And then we've got a couple of minutes after each presentation to do the Q&A with the supplier. So please make a note of your questions. We don't mind how technical they are. The suppliers are the most knowledgeable people in their fields. So they'll be able to tell you exactly the answers to all of them, I'm sure. Please pose the questions because that's how they know that you're there and that you're interested in what they have to say. So we'll answer as many as we can live today, and any we can't answer in the time allowed, we'll forward on to our partners after the webinar. After the presentations and the Q&A, each presenter will also announce their competition prize and a question at the end of their training session that you'll need to enter your answers into after the webinar has finished. As always, everyone in terms of the competition, you have to visit our website, which is travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. The deadline to win today's prizes will be this Sunday coming, which is the 1st of October at 4 p.m. We've got some great prizes on offer today, so listen carefully as always to the presentations so that you have the best chance of winning. Okay, so we're going to start with Katerina today. So if I can ask the other three, if Magdalena and Paul and Elsa could all mute your sound and turn off your camera, then we'll see you again shortly. Okay, Katerina, please share your screen and get going, and I will disappear into the background and join you in a minute.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's make it work. hopefully. All right. So, hello everyone. Again, I'm Katarina from Czech Tourism, and I would like to give you a brief overview of what's new in the Czech Republic and also give you like a little refresh. I'm sure you all familiar with some of the tourist offering. So just to take it from the top, from the basics. So we are located in the center of the Europe with our capital Prague. We have 5 international airports. They are direct flights from multiple regions in the UK to Prague, and to Brno and Ostrava you can get from London Stansted with Ryanair. We have also excellent train connections from Vienna, Berlin, Budapest, or Warsaw. So it's right there in the center. So it's great destination to combine in terms of your like Eurorail or cruising around the central Europe. This year, Czech Republic was ranked as 12th safest country as per the Global Peace Index. So very safe, also very safe for example, single travelers, no worries at all. In terms of the large tourist offering we have, so we have 17 tangible UNESCO sites. One of them was added actually few weeks ago. It's Jetset's region, hops growing region, so that ties nicely to the beer tradition that we have. Then we have 37 medical spa towns. We have more than 100 golf courses. Not many people know that Czech Republic is great golfing destination. We have more than 200 castles and chateaus, and more than 40,000 marked kilometers of tourist routes and trails. Yeah, so in terms of news, we all know that Czechs are a beer-loving nation, and last year actually marked 180th anniversary of the Pilsner Urquell, and that in a way is celebrated with the new attraction that has been established in Prague and opened this April. It's the Pilsner Urquell Original Beer Experience, which is located in the center of Prague. It's sort of interactive museum where you go through the space and learn more about the history and beer brewing in Czech Republic. And you can finish, for example, with the beer tapping school, which is great fun. So definitely recommend it if your clients are beer fans. This is a great thing to do. Last year, actually, we had a brand new worldly attraction, the longest suspension bridge in the world. It's called Skybridge 721, which is actually 720 meters long. It's located in the East Bohemia region, roughly 3 hours drive from Prague. And it's located in the resort called Dolní Morava. And it's a perfect destination if you just really want to disconnect, be in the mountains, and focus on hiking and different outdoor activities, plus visit the longest suspension bridge in the world. In terms of new openings of hotels in Czech Republic, I've picked some in Prague that might be of interest to you. So last year, Andas Prague Hotel, which is 5-star hotel, opened, which is located in the historical building that has been built in 1912, and it was built by the Union of Sugar Factory Owners, so it's like a formal palace. Then it was the Julius Prague, and this year Almanac's Alkron Prague opened, which is located in the city center. It's a very nicely done reconstruction of the historical hotel that's been famous around the world, and celebrities who always come to Prague in the past used to stay there. Then there's going to be W Hotel in Prague opening soon, and next year the Fairmont Golden Prague Hotel will open as well. So we have quite a few coming up as well. Okay, so Prague is the city of 100 spires, and everyone I think, heard of Prague, or many of you probably has been or sent a lot of your clients. Obviously, it's the great introduction to Czech Republic if someone hasn't been yet. But I mean, you know, it's great. The Old Town Square, the National Museum, Childers Bridge, where I'm on it right now, virtually. It's spectacular. But we would like to introduce to tourists also, you know, different facets of Prague. So I would just quickly like to talk about different kind of things outside the, you know, the historical city center that you can do. For example, it's always a good idea to discover different neighborhoods and hidden gems. I can mention, for example, Vinohrady, which is really close to the city center, or Holešovice, which is the art district with many contemporary art exhibitions and different kind of, you know, rebuilt industrial buildings. Or Žižkov with its magnificent Žižkov viewing tower, which you can see actually on the picture as well, with the hotel and restaurant right at the top. And you can see basically from everywhere in Prague, but very few people actually, you know, decide to go, and I think it's so worth it. I would also encourage everyone to explore the city street art scene, where you can discover murals, graffiti, different kind of urban installations in terms of, for example, sculptures by David Černý, or as you can see in the picture, Lennon Wall. That's, you know, it's a hidden thing that I think it's absolutely worth seeing. I think Czech Republic is also, well, or Prague is also foodies' paradise, because there are so many up and coming businesses that are focused on the traditional cuisine, but also, you know, kind of to give another take on the traditional cuisine. So it's not only about the hearty meals, you know, with dumplings, meat and cabbage, but also about the new twist and discovering, you know, new approaches. I think Prague is also very good in terms of green spaces. There on every corner you can find different parks where you can just, in the summer, it's great to unwind and kind of escape from the busy city center. It's been voted one of the top green capitals in terms of greenery in the world. And of course, we have the river that cuts through the city center, which is called Vltava. And I think it's the perfect way how to enjoy actually the views of Prague from different perspectives, where there are many companies hosting, you know, lunch cruises, dinner cruises, or even going through the smaller canals near the city center to get different perspective. So definitely recommend doing that. This year's topic has been traditions and living traditions of the Czech Republic. We're very proud of that. So it goes from beer making to wine making, glass making, which is very popular in the Czech Republic, spa tradition, folklore, gastronomy. It basically cuts through our everyday life, and we just really want to preserve that and showcase that to visitors. So going back to the tradition, what I said, the spa tradition, I think the perfect city break destination, or, you know, like an even day trip destination outside Prague, is West Bohemia Spa Triangle with 3 cities. It's Karlovy Vary, also called Karlsbad, Mariánské Lázně, Mariensbad, or Františkovy Lázně, Franzbad, which are located really close to each other. Basically the spas in Czech Republic have kind of different meaning than you might think. It's not only massages and, you know, jacuzzis, but it's the actual whole experience of healing spas, the use of mineral resources like mineral water, mineral gases, and also the beautiful backdrop. So the whole experience is to unwind, you know, explore the colonnades and the picturesque town, and and of course, heal yourself using the mineral resources. So it's a different concept, and I think it's worth discovering as well. Pilsen, it's home to beer and Pilsner Urquell brewery. But not only that, it's just an hour away from Prague by train. So again, perfect destination for a date out of Prague if you want to kind of get more local feeling and escape the crowds. Not only that, you can visit the original Pilsner Urquell brewery with the historical cellars, but you can explore the historical city center. There's rich Jewish heritage as well. And yeah, I think even for a Christmas market day trip, I think it's perfect. Yeah, so Brno, which is the second city of the Czech Republic, it's only 2.5 hours from Prague by train, or an hour and a bit from Vienna, plus has direct flights from London Stansted. It's the heart of Czech wine country. It's called South Moravia. Brno has very different vibe from Pilsen or Prague or Karlovy Vary. It's more lively. It's a university city. English is very wide spoken in Brno. I would say it's a foodie mecca of Czech Republic. They even have their own foodie guide that help visitors to navigate the gastronomy scene. There are wonderful bars that are really kind of experiential kind of bars. And then there's a whole city underground in Brno, which starts with the labyrinth, then the ossuary, or even the casemates under the city castle. It's home to Villa Tugendhat, which is the functionalistic UNESCO gem that was built in 1930s there. And of course, many more things to see there. I would say it's the city break destination itself for a couple of days. And of course, it's the center of the Czech wine country. So within 30 minutes, an hour, you can discover many vineyards, go wine tasting in actual wine cellars in South Moravia, or you can combine all those trips with visiting castles, chateaus, and similar. Of course, it's also great for active side of the holiday as well, because within the vineyards and the whole South Moravia, there are tons of cycling routes. So it's very, very, very good destination for that kind of holiday as well. Yes, and the last thing I would really like to mention and stress, it's the possibility to explore the Czech Republic by train. I think it's the connections are really good, and the network is very dense. So I think in terms of sustainability also, to encourage people to actually not hire a car but go by train, I think that's the way to go. And in Czech Republic, it's really affordable. For example, from Prague to Brno by first class, you can get tickets for 20 pounds that we recently tried on a press trip. So it's really affordable and really efficient, and good to the environment. So I would really encourage to look into that. Everything on the websites worked in English, and yeah, I think it is just very, very easy to navigate. And yeah, I think that's it from me. And yeah, if you have any questions, I would be very happy to answer. And hopefully, I'll see a lot of clients and you yourself in Czech Republic soon.
You don't go anywhere, will you, Katerina? Because if you don't mind unsharing, then I'll ask you the questions we've got. We've got plenty of questions. I'm going to run 2 or 3 past you. The first thing I have to say is, though, I'm looking forward to your next press trip. If you all travel first class on the train, it sounds like a very good very
Well,
good adventure.
That's because it's so affordable, you know. It was kind of to compare that, you know, even the first class, it's so affordable and good quality. So
No, well, that's really good. It's good to hear, and we've got lots of questions. We will forward on all the ones that I don't get to give you, because we have got more than I would expect, which is really good. So
absolutely.
I've got a couple of questions from people I've already seen this week. So we did a couple of live events earlier this week, and Daryl joined us on Monday night, and he's asking, how long would you recommend staying in Prague? But before that, getting there from the airport to the city centre, would you recommend public transport or taxis, or how would you recommend people do it?
There are basically both options to get from the airport to the city center are possible. There are direct buses that go straight. There are no train yet, but they are still talking about it. But there are direct airport express buses that are roughly, I think at the moment, £3 per journey, that take you directly to the main train station, where you can kind of transfer to the tube and to different kind of transport links around the city. And now Uber is the official partner of the airport in Prague, so you can use Uber or taxi from the airport very easily. But the airport express really efficient, really good.
No, well, sorry, yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you. I'm going to rush through. I've got a couple more to get to you as well. I've got Lindsay Ruthven, and she asks, for Christmas markets in Prague, are clients best located sort of near the centre, near Wenceslas Square, or where should they stay, do you think?
I would say like the city center near Wenceslas Square, Old Town Square, it's very busy. So I would probably recommend kind of looking, you know, bit further out. But Prague is very walkable. So even if you're not staying, you know, directly near the Wenceslas Square, you can get there within 15-20 minutes walk, or using the trams and
the metro.
tube.
And yeah, the metro works well as well, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fantastic. Now this I think is something you have covered, but maybe just reiterate a few of the points. So Rosemary Phillips Robinson asks, she's got clients going to Prague in March. It's their 50th wedding anniversary. What things would you recommend that they do? They're arriving from Berlin by train. I know you mentioned the art district, the viewing tower, the street art. What sort of things would you, or is there anything specific for people having an anniversary? Is there any sort of restaurant foodie things that maybe they should look at?
I think there's a wide selection of really top class restaurants, you know, from Michelin restaurants to, you know, those with the view, you know, to get like different vibe. I would maybe recommend also checking out some of, you know, the spa experiences directly in Prague, kind of doing, you know, the beer spa in Prague, for example, or they do wine spa. That's kind of, you know, that's really Czech thing, and I think it's kind of nice thing to do as a couple as well. Yeah, and
maybe the tower. The tower sounds a really good thing.
In spring, you know, I think the great idea is also to go, you know, to the park in Petřín Hill, which is famous for, you know, like a lovers kind of park, where there are great views all over the Prague, and you can find a little nice nooks and, you know, that kind of thing. I think there are like tons of things. I can give you some more pointers if I have more time to think.
Okay, once after the webinar, you'll have everyone's details, so you can follow up and they can ask you questions directly. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your presentation. We really appreciate that, Katerina. If you can now, if you can tell us about, before we finish, if you can tell us your competition prize and your question.
Yeah, so our competition prize is a gift set of the handmade Czech cosmetics called Manufaktura. And the question is, how long is the longest suspension bridge in the world now? Okay, well, if they don't know that now, they never will. But if you don't forget, everyone, don't answer now, don't answer on chat or Q&A or anything. You go to the Travel Bulletin website, travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition after the webinar, and at that point you'll have a few days to enter all your answers.
Katerina, thank you very much again. Wonderful prize, wonderful presentation. We'll see you again at the end, if you don't mind, just to wave goodbye to everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
See you later. Right, our next presentation is brought to you by Elsa from Lithuania. Well done, Elsa. You appear by magic before me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Elsa, I will leave you to share your screen and see you at the end.
Yeah, just give me a moment. All right. So, yeah, hello everyone. Once again, I'm Elsa. I'm responsible for inbound markets, and that also includes UK markets. And let's get started. So, a bit of information about Lithuania, in case you don't know. Our capital is Vilnius. The population of Lithuania is 2.8 million people. And actually, this summer I visited Wales, and the population there is 3 times larger, and the size compared to Lithuania is 3 times smaller. So you can imagine that we're a really small destination, however, have lots of space around us, a lot of nature. And yeah, we do have our own language, have euro currency since 2015. And talking about tourism products that we offer, we have 4 main products, and those are city breaks, food, gastronomy, tourism, health and wellness, something similar to Czech Republic, and nature tourism that I mentioned before. And talking about, well, city breaks, most popular route is flying into Vilnius, visiting Kaunas, Trakai, just a couple of cities around, so spending 2-3 days. However, if you have more time, it is very popular to travel from either starting from Estonia or starting from Vilnius in Lithuania, and then traveling up the north towards Estonia, Tallinn. And that usually, this trip takes around, well, at least 7 days. But that is also very popular if you want to combine all 3 Baltic state countries. Talking about direct flights to Vilnius, to Lithuania, we have quite a few, as you can see on the right. And most of them, they fly from London, but we also have a few flights from Liverpool, Edinburgh, Bristol, and Leeds. And I wanted to show you just a quick video so you get a better idea of what Lithuania is all about. Right. So as mentioned, lots of green areas, and I just checked. Well, we have around 30% of Lithuania is covered by forest, and that is 5 times more compared to Holland. So you can imagine you're staying in the cities, but then very close you can reach nature and activities that you can do there. And talking about cities, so Vilnius, our capital, I would say is the most important point for acquaintance with Lithuania. It is the most important economic, academic, and cultural center, and it has over 500,000 inhabitants. It is also a walkable city, so it's very easy to navigate on foot. And actually, most of the important points in the city are very nearby, so it's very, very easy just to walk and you don't need any transportation. perhaps only from the airport, there is a bus or a taxi, and that takes around 15 minutes. So super, super compact. Vilnius Old Town is also a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site list, and we're very proud of it. And the architecture style, it varies. So we have different types of architecture in the city, but Baroque, we say that we're the northern Baroque city. And this is something very unique for Vilnius, for Lithuania. Vilnius is also proud to celebrate this year's 700th anniversary. And with this birthday, well, we have lots of different activities and events for the whole year. And actually, one of the best activity in Vilnius is to take a hot air balloon ride above the historical Old Town. And we're one of the few cities, well, capital city that allow to do that. And I did it last week, and it's just magnificent, and something truly recommended once you're in Vilnius. Moving forward, Kaunas. Kaunas is our second largest city. It's located only 1 hour drive by train or by car. And Kaunas last year, well, it's very famous for its architecture style. It's interwar architecture style, and last week it was confirmed as a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site list. So the style of Kaunas is also very distinctive. It differs from Vilnius, and it's very close, so you can combine two cities for your short city break. Moving forward, we have Trakai, and Trakai is only half an hour drive from Vilnius, and this place is famous for its red brick castle that is surrounded entirely by water. Trakai used to be our capital once. Right now it is known as the capital of lakes. And yeah, it's very popular to go kayaking, taking a subboard ride around the castle in summertime. And once the winter comes, the lake gets frozen, so you can go ice skating with a beautiful view of the castle. This place is also inhabited by two minorities, Tatars and Karims, and they also preserve their traditions and language in the small, very beautiful town. Moving to the north of Lithuania, we have our legendary Hill of Crosses. Actually, this hill holds more than 500,000 different crosses, and it has a long history, but basically people started bringing their crosses during Soviet period. Government used to bring them down, and religious was one of the ways on how people used to fight the Soviet regime. Right now, this place is popular not only for pilgrims, for religious groups, but also for just general travelers that travel in Lithuania, since it's 3 hours drive from the capital, or because it's very close to the border with Latvia, you can cross it, you can pass this place once you're crossing all 3 Baltic state countries. Moving to the western part of Lithuania, we have our sandy coast. And Lithuania has 100 kilometers of sandy coast, and Palanga Resort is known as the summer capital. It's actually very famous for British travelers, for its white sand dunes, and I believe for the British because of the very lively nightlife. So yeah, there's a lot of movement going on in the city, but again, the place offers a lot of different activities for families and younger audience, and it's also famous for its largest amber museum. And amber in Lithuania, we call it our gold, our national gold. So this is something very unique for Palanga and for our seaside town. In Lithuania, we're also very proud to have 4 different seasons. And once you're here in summertime, you can enjoy summer activities, super popular to go kayaking, cycling, hiking, because Lithuania is completely flat, so it's very easy to do that. You can enjoy very mild weather, so it's not too hot as in the south of Europe recently. And in winter, we still do have lots of snow, even in larger cities. So you can do winter activities there as well. And of course, enjoy Christmas market that starts in all the largest cities like Kaunas, Vilnius. And the Christmas market, they start from the 1st of December. And of course, after enjoying some time in cities, in nature, you have to eat. So we do have a lot of traditional dishes, and one of the few, well, the most popular are called beetroot soup that you can see here in the picture. It's actually cold soup that we eat during summer period when it's already hot outdoors and you want to get, well, refreshed. Other dishes are mainly, well, traditional ones, mainly potato dishes. So we have potato pancakes, potato cake, mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, so a lot of different potato dishes. So that's very traditional for Lithuanians. Of course, we don't eat it every day, so we have different offers for different travelers, but that is something very, very recommended to try once you're there, and just to see local Lithuanians, how they eat this particular soup, because we eat it, I would say, 5 times per week in summertime. Super popular. And yeah, I believe that's it. That was sweet and short. Perhaps some of you heard about Lithuania for the first time, so I just wanted to go through main points and just to talk about Vilnius, Kaunas, and Trakai. And those 3 destinations you can visit in 2-3 days, and that would be a great city break trip for you and your clients. Thank you.
Fantastic, Elsa. Thank you ever so much. I've got a couple of questions for you. In terms of the Christmas markets, where would you recommend people stay? Is it easy to stay near to where they are? And is there more than one option for people to travel around to see more than one?
Yes, I would definitely recommend staying in Vilnius. Actually, Vilnius and Kaunas, every year they're competing for the best Christmas tree. So it's a big thing for Lithuanians, which city will have the nicest Christmas tree. And I would say staying in Vilnius, in Old Town, there's a lot of different chain hotels as well as local boutique hotels, super popular for British travelers, for smaller groups. And the Christmas market is just in the city center near the cathedral, in the cathedral square. And the Old Town is just nearby, so you can stay in Vilnius, visit Vilnius Christmas market, and then travel to Kaunas, perhaps to see their Christmas market there and just spend overnight there, or travel back for your night in Vilnius again. Yeah.
Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you. I've got another request with regards to traveling around. By the way, I've had 4 or 5 agents come along saying Lithuania looks beautiful, so looks amazing, and the castle on the lake is so stunning. So everyone's appreciating your photography. And what I do, by the way, if you don't mind, do you mind unsharing your screen as well while we're on?
Yes, sure.
Okay, and yes, as well, I have one a little bit about traveling within the area. So if you come in to Lithuania and you want to go to another one of the Baltic states like Latvia, is it easy to drive? Is the borders open? Is that sort of thing? Is that easy?
Yeah, that's very, very easy to drive. I would say, well, drive by car. We don't have a train line yet. We're very looking forward for that. That should be in a few years, and several years, hopefully. But yeah, that will change everything, I think. But right now, yeah, buses, cars, you can rent a car in Lithuania and perhaps drop it in Estonia or vice versa. So yeah, that's an option.
Okay, and one more thing as well, I just want to ask in terms of common misconceptions about places that are less well traveled, should we say, and less well understood, are that there will be fewer chain hotels, but there's lots on there. There's lots of chain hotels that people will know and understand.
For sure, lots of chain hotels. we're building more, and they're not as expensive as anywhere else, really. And the quality.
Give us an example. Give us an example of what you might pay in summer and maybe in winter for 3 nights or something like that.
Let's say Hilton 4-star hotel, centrally located. For 1 night, you would say double standard room, 90 euros.
Okay, and that's in the center of Vilnius.
Yes, center of
Okay.
Vilnius. Yes, even less sometimes. Yes, depends on weekday, but yeah.
Okay, well, that
Newly
sounds
built hotel, yeah, top quality and really, really nice place.
okay. No, well, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. We really appreciate you taking the time to explain and put a different slant on somewhere that people need to look at for their clients. So thank you for that. I'm going to ask you now, if you can, to tell us about your competition prize and the question you have for us.
Right. So the prize is the goodie bag with traditional linen towels, some candies, and herbal tea for winter time. And the question is, what's the name of the city where you can take a hot air balloon ride? An easy
Okay,
one,
so
hopefully, if you listen carefully.
yeah, no, absolutely. I will recap on that. So don't forget, you go to travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition after the webinar. The goodie bag is the prize with local sweets, traditional linen towel, and some herbal tea to keep you warm while you are up in your hot air balloon ride above the historical old town. But where is the old town? So that's the question. Thank you ever so much, Elsa. We'll see you again, if you don't mind, at the end in about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, see you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay. Right. Okay. Our third presentation will be delivered today by Jetset's National Sales Manager, Paul Molyneux.
I'm here,
Hello
Simon.
again, Paul.
I'm here, mate, yes. You're all good. Hey, I'm going to Prague at the end of October.
Well, there you go.
I know,
You
very
could
good.
catch up and ask. You can ask Katerina on the chat or whatever, and she can come back to you with any questions. I expect you've been before, though, Paul, haven't you?
I have not indeed, Simon. No, never.
Have you not? Well, there
No,
you
I
go.
haven't,
You
no.
can go up in the tower. That's what I took from the.
Yeah. I watched it. Yeah, I wasn't interrupted, so I watched it. It was very good. So we're going to enjoy it. I'm going with the wife. It's a birthday weekend.
Happy to
Thank
provide
you.
some pointers.
There you go. You see, everyone's keen to join in now. Everyone's
All right,
like,
of course
okay.
they are. They will do. Yeah, of course, of course.
Well, no, that's brilliant. Thank you, Katerina, as well. Paul is a well-traveled
never put
man,
it on
but
hers.
he'll be sure to promote it very heavily afterwards, I'm sure, as well.
Super.
Yeah, you're gonna. Do you want to introduce yourself
what
and the
I've done,
company first?
Yeah, it's Jetset. So we're consolidator. We've got packages. We've got multi-city breaks. What I've done is I've done a recorded web version of our booking tool because I thought if I do a live one, it might just overrun your 10 minutes, Simon, and I didn't want to upset you and Tim, did I? So in good Blue Peter fashion, here's one I did earlier. So it does everything. And the system, when you go onto it, it's got all the scheduled flights, all the no-frills carriers. We've got European beach and city, worldwide beach and city, but demonstration shows you. So
Okay.
roll tape.
The team will roll it. I will see you in a bit, Paul.
All right then.
Don't worry, they'll have it. It just takes a while for them to share. Here we go.
All right, good.
So this is Jets. And for your European beach or city packages or worldwide beach or city packages, you can do it 2 ways: via Package Pal, which are single center full duration packages, or via the Flight tab. Multi-city, you can do up to 5 different sectors and build up an itinerary, and then via the booking basket you can book hotels, car hire, transfers, excursions, etc. We're going to focus on Package Pal for this demonstration. So we're going to do Paris. You have to type in the full destination name. So we're going to do search all areas. We've got London Airport selected. You can do by different class of economy, business or first. We're going to do direct only. And then right down the bottom, you've got London's St Pancras for the Eurostar. We're going to select October 12th to the 17th. And it's a slidey bar, so you just slide it along for the dates. Then you've got a number of adults, children or infants. We're going to keep it as 2 adults. Then we just do a search. It'll pick up the cheapest flight or cheapest transport option and cheapest hotel option. You've also got the toolbox while we're just waiting on that. You've got Booking Manager, where you can manage any bookings you've made to the call centre or booked yourself, print off documentation. You can take options on the site and retrieve them, extend them, or confirm them. Quote Manager, any quotes you've made will be saved in Quote Manager. You can pick up later date and reprice. Please read Ryanair Manager, because that's where all your settings are for Ryanair. We have on a Friday Jetset Lotto. Please check your tickets by going on Incentive Manager. We've got travel forms for, amongst others, Ryanair APIs. You've got Commission My Product, where all your commissions preset. So that's where you can change it by pounds or percentages, depending on whatever suits your particular business. So it then picks up the cheapest transport option and the cheapest hotel. So the price shown here, £343.50, is based on this particular hotel and a flight as chosen on this particular demonstration. It's shown 1,136 hotels on the filter. So if you click on show transport, it will show you it's based on EasyJet flights out of Luton in the first instance. You can then do it by star rating or by TripAdvisor. We're going to select 4-star hotels. Then there's instantly it picks up the 4-star hotels on the left-hand side. You can do it by board basis and by area, by category. We've also got what we call Jetset collections, Jetset classic hotels, which are 5-star, 4 and 5-star properties, which are represented by the gold globe. You can type in here Arc de Triomphe, Eiffel Tower. If you're going to New York, Times Square, Barcelona, Los Ramblas. It then picks up the hotels in that particular region. You've got your satellite view. You've got your street man for your little yellow man for street maps. We're going to select the Belfast Hotel. It gives you high-res images of the property. You can scroll through them. The different room availabilities that are on. If there's a padlock, it'll come up with no refunds, so it's a fixed rate. You've got important notes. You've got the hotel description. And you've got your check-in, check-in out times. So we'll select the hotel. It then comes onto the transport. So then, because we've chosen flights and also Eurostar, it will give the option to choose between the two. So you've got your filters on the left-hand side. You've got your baggage one with no bags, bags included or paid bags. You've got your airline filter, which also includes Eurostar option. You've got your outbound and inbound times. You can select those. So that's the one that's included in the price is the Luton one. You've got your Eurostar option here. If you hover over it, tells you the bags included or bags you can add on as an extra. We're going to select EasyJet. Then we move on to extras. So you've got your airport parking, you've got your airport lounges. You can show more. So you've got different lounges at Gatwick. You've got your transport. At the moment it's showing standard shuttle, or you've got private car. We're going to add the shuttle, so you go in, out, and shake it all about. So you've got your transfers selected. You've also got an option for car hire, depending on where you're going and what package you're particularly doing. And then right down the bottom we get excursions. If you know the name of the excursion, you can type it in here. So we're going to do the Louvre Museum e-ticket. You can view details. That's £24 per person, £48 for the two. So that's the Louvre. You've got, again, high-res images. You've got a description. You've got what's included and need to know. So we add the excursion to the itinerary. You've also got Disney properties in there. So you've got the Disney park passes as well to add on to the Disney hotels, should you wish. We're going to proceed with the extras. So we've got transfers, we've got an excursion, we've got the hotel, and we've got the flight. The next stage is the name stage. So we just type in the names. Paul Molyneux, Mrs. Liz Molyneux. We've got the date of birth, 17/01/65, 15/10/69. And because you've got a transfer, it also needs your transfer details. So just put in your mobile number and then continue. Gives you name checks. You can make sure you're putting the right passenger names. So you got your passenger names, you got your flight, you got your accommodation, you got your outbound, inbound, you got your excursion. You can show your details, so you can see you've earned £177.20 commission. You can save the quote for a later future reprice. You can confirm it. But the Goodwill Guru represents how much commission you've earned. If you click on it, you can then increase the sale price to whatever you want. We're going to do £250. And then when that's done, you can offer, obviously, if you want, you can also offer a discount via Goodwill Guru. So that's £250. You can offer a discount as well. £25 VIP client, and that's shown the invoice. So you've increased it, and now you've offered a discount on the package, and that's the way you do your package.
Okay.
That's it,
Paul.
Simon. That's me. That was me quick demo of my website. Very quick.
I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted.
And I was making it as well. Thanks.
I'm slightly. I hope no one's recorded this, because I'm a bit concerned that everyone now knows all of your personal details in terms of your birthday and everything else.
I lied about the year. By quite a long way. But on the system, it feeds into every European city, every European beach, worldwide beach, and worldwide city. So whatever you want, you can book it on Package Pal, or you can do it as part of a multi-city on the flight tab. It's got all the flights scheduled and no frills carriers.
Well,
sorry.
Just for me, and I'm a keen attendee at Jetset's wonderful golf day that takes place every July. And that I know Adrian has gone on for many years about how excited he was when it first came out, and B, when as things have progressed and things you've added to it and what have you, and now seeing it, I must admit it does look as though I've got a couple of people. I don't know which, sort of Debbie Applegate has asked, and I don't know which agency she's from because I can't see that from where I am.
That's okay.
But she says, do you have to be affiliated, or can she use it as an outside agent? Because she said it looks like a great system.
Yeah, if you're APTA bonded agents or part of a trust association, if you just email sales@jetsetflights.co.uk, they'll set up an account for you. And make sure you put your account number down, and we'll do that.
You'll get everyone's details afterwards, Paul, anyway. So
that's fine.
What we'll do is you'll be able to follow up with them and see. And I've just got another one from Lara. Lara Gilmarcos asks, do you offer, I'm sure you do, but I'm going to ask anyway, do you offer ferry and Eurotunnel?
Do you offer what, sorry?
Ferry and Eurotunnel.
No.
Okay.
We do. No. Yeah, quick answer to that is no, we don't. We do offer. No, we don't. No. We've got the flights. We've got the Eurostar. If you're doing a long haul package, we've got a rail there. But no, we don't offer the. No, we don't offer.
You haven't got the drive option. Okay, no, fair enough.
We've got Simon. There's so much product on the website. Other than that, to get your teeth into, there's a lot of product. Yeah.
No, absolutely. It looks remarkable. But in terms of what you've got, where do you see it going? What do you see? You must see lots of city breaks destinations coming and going and getting top of the rankings or whatever. What's your take on where people are going?
You know what? It's I mean, we're doing a lot of North America, New York, obviously, Las Vegas. And then if you go towards Europe, Prague, I'm not just saying that because Katrina was on it, but I am. But yes, I know what, and I don't think I'm going, Katrina. Yeah, Prague, Barcelona, all the cities, Paris. And then we're doing a lot more out to the Far East as well, even for some of the smaller sort of breaks. So our product is so varied, Simon. We've got access to so many bed banks, flights, and you can all package it up on the website.
There you go. That's what everyone needs to know. It is all available for you to make it your own for your customer in a bespoke way.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As Jacqueline Davis just says, it's a one-stop shop. There you go.
It is indeed, Jacqueline, a one-stop shop. That's just the word I was going to use in a second. Thank you.
Right. Okay. To
Here's
wrap
question,
up, Paul,
is it?
let's do share, please, with us your competition prize and the question.
It's £55 in Love to Shop vouchers, and I hear you ask why £55. That's because Jetset have been going for 55 years now. That was back in September, well, back a few weeks back. So 55 quid, Love to Shop. And the question is, what is the name of the agency tool that allows you to amend your commission during the booking process? It was shown on the video.
Okay, you'll get the chance to see the video again if you want to. There's a recorded version of this will be up on the website alongside the competition. And if you've got good eyesight, you'll be able to see the tool, I've no doubt. I'm sure Paul mentioned it as well. Just to recap, it's a £55 Love to Shop voucher prize. And it's what is the name of the tool that allows you to change or amend your commission throughout the booking process.
That's it, Simon. Nice one.
Okay, fantastic, Paul. See you again in 10 minutes to wave goodbye to the agents, if that's all right.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, if you
see
would, we'll see you again in a bit. Right, okay, we have our final presentation of this training session. Please welcome Magdalena, the Key Account Manager for Krakow and the Malopolska Tourism Organization. Please share your screen, Magdalena, and let us listen to you and your product.
Yes, I'm done. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's good. You carry on, Magdalena.
So my name is Magdalena. Also, I represent Krakow and Malopolska region, working in Malopolska Tourist Organization. This is destination management marketing, actually, organization. So in 2021, 23, we are running a UA project with priority markets in UK and Germany, and it's worth around 6 million pounds. So it's pretty much. And as you know, Poland is the country in Central Europe, bordering Germany, Lithuania, the Czech Republic, also Ukraine, among others, and it's very simple to reach because we have with all destinations from our regional airport, we can go to 156 cities around the world. And you can also start your trip to Europe with Poland and especially with Krakow. Yeah, it's gateway to region. It's really very central located. So this year we are celebrating the 45th anniversary of inscribing our city as the city complex and Wieliczka salt mine on UNESCO World Heritage List. And this is first of all, as I said, our city, I mean old town. This is also Wieliczka salt mine, but there are like 14 places, sites in UNESCO World Heritage List in our region. Krakow, I would say, is the cradle of Polish culture. It's the former capital of Poland, and it is the place of coronation of the Polish kings. You can see here the main market square is the largest, one of the largest medieval square in Europe. Marked out at the time of the city location in 1257, and you can see the former development in all these buildings. I mean, for instance, in St. Mary's Church or in the Cloth Hall or former City Hall town. And of course, all these tenement houses surrounding the square. Here you can see Wawel Castle, which is like 10-15 minutes in the walking distance from main market square located. And the other historical, two others. Historical districts like Kazimierz, former Jewish district created in 13th century as the former half Jewish, half Christian city beyond the Vistula River. You can see some pictures of Kazimierz, which is today the place of venue of everybody, because this is zone of the restaurants, the bars, the nightlife. And the other district which creates also the history of our city is Nowa Huta. This is the district formed in the 1950s as the example of socialism architecture. Now it's like the garden of the city because it's very green, very nice to live in. Here you can see the other example of UNESCO list venue in Malopolska, Krakow region. This is one of the famous, most famous mines in the world, I would say. I hope so. From 13th century, and it's amazing, really. This is the chapel, and people have wedding, their wedding mass, of course, but you can arrange also the party in the other place within in the salt mine. Unfortunately, in our region, there is also Auschwitz Museum, Auschwitz-Birkenau. These are former German Nazi concentration and extermination camps. It's like 70 kilometers from Krakow away. It's also on UNESCO World Heritage List, of course. And something special, I would say, in our region is wooden architecture route. These are like over 250 first of all churches, Catholic churches or Orthodox churches or manor houses, old manor houses, and are very special, very unique, and it's really worth it to see, because when you are in Krakow, because one of them are only like 40 kilometers from Krakow away, so it's very easy to visit them. Another one, yeah, we have also sanctuary very close to Krakow, also on the UNESCO list. It's connected to our Pope John Paul II also. And one of the most fantastic thing to see in our region, because our region is an extraordinary place because in terms of the nature also. Here you can see the rafting down the Dunajec River. It's last like 2 hours, and it's really something cool. You can enjoy it really. You can relax and have a good fun in the same time. Yeah, this is from 19th century tradition, and we host a lot of journalists and TV shows. Yeah, we have in our region like 6 national parks, landscape parks. We have actually everything, because there are a lot of greenery areas. Yeah, you can also have active tourism, like many sports, winter and summer. Yes, you can bike, and its cultural heritage. It's first of all Krakow, with its history and its folk costume, which receive the status of one of 3 national costumes in Poland. And but of course we have a great culture coming from Highlanders, from Tatra Mountains. So we can see specific architecture in wooden houses. It's from Tatra Mountains, and our gastronomic culture. And Krakow became, and 2019 became capital of gastronomic culture. So our restaurants are really good, and you need to know that tourism in Poland started in the 1990s, so almost everything is pretty new, and it's still conserved, renovated. So our tourism, not only, but for you is important, this part of Poland. Tourism industry infrastructure is very high level, and it's really nice. Yeah. And yeah, actually last year we had crisis because of the war in the Ukraine. Russia attacked Ukraine and the war broke out, but we are supporting with all of you, of course, our neighbors, and we are doing our best. But you need to know Poland is safe, and we live like before. This is a normal life, and we are very happy to have tourists in Poland, and especially in our region, which is in very small distance to Ukraine. Thank you very much.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. That was great. We've learned an awful lot. I've got a couple of questions for you, if I can do, Magdalena. In terms of the Daryl has got a couple of questions, which is very helpful, Daryl. Thank you for that. He asks, in terms of when do Christmas markets start, and when do they finish? And is it easy to get around Krakow via public transport?
Yeah, so Christmas market starts at the end of November. It's usually the last weekend of November, and it ends like 26th of December, our second festive day, Christmas day. And yeah, public transport is very easy, it's very comfortable. Everything is very new also. I mean, all trams and buses, and yeah, actually we have only trams and buses. We don't have metro.
No, but it's very reasonably priced, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cheap, even for us.
Okay. Daryl also asks, I hope, because he's interested in the food itself, but I think also he's interested in the cost, because it is about giving people an idea of how much things cost overall. Could you give us an idea of a meal for two, with 3 courses with some wine in Krakow? What would that normally be?
Oh, it depends, but I would say it's like 50 euro.
Okay, that's very reasonable. Okay, so 25 euro each, including wine. That's fantastic. Okay, and one more thing. I think you said that to visit Auschwitz-Birkenau is about 70 kilometers away from Krakow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that something that there are? Is that, I know it's a World Heritage Site, but are there lots of trips that you can book in advance or locally on the ground to see that?
Yeah, you can book or in advance, or you can just step in one of our local information point and tourist information point and just buy. This is very easy. I mean, buy this and organize a trip, so you have transfer everything.
I only asked because I've just been reading a book all about someone who escaped from the camp. He was Slovakian, but anyway, I will move on from my personal recommendations to your prize. Could you give us, please, Magdalena, your details of your prize and the question as well, please?
Yeah, the price is the weekend in 4 stars hotel in the city center of Krakow, and some sightseeing and a dinner. And the question is, can I?
Yes.
How many sites of UNESCO heritage list are there in Krakow, Malopolska region?
Fantastic. Okay, to recap, everyone, we have a wonderful prize. It's for 2 people. It includes accommodation in a 4-star hotel and dinner as well for those 2 people. You've got to take the prize within 12 months of this event. And the question is, within the Krakow Malopolska region, how many UNESCO sites are listed within that region? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. As always, again, please go to our website, which is travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. After this and over the next 3 days, you have all the time you need to enter that. We really appreciate everyone's presentations this afternoon. We're getting to the end of our webcast now. As always, if you need a recap of the training, you'll be able to watch the recorded version from tomorrow morning on our website, our Facebook page, and on YouTube. I want to thank all of today's partners for their updates and brilliant training. So if you can, please all come back onto screen now. And we're going to say thank you to all the agents for watching. And we capture this, so put your best screen smile on, please, and give everyone a wave goodbye. And we'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you all for joining. Okay, see you soon,
Thanks, Simon.
guys.
See you soon.
I'll see you tomorrow, Paul.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, girls.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye-bye.